Hi everyone, I've been thinking a lot recently about how to make Glide, well specifically Glide, a lot stronger than it already is. Now as you know, Glide Ragnarok is the main bay of, oh man, what is he called? That guy who puts his books in his trousers, Rentaro is it? He just kind of goes by Honcho. Anyway, the actual bay itself, kind of lacking in pretty much everything. It lacks a lot, so I want to see if we can make the glide bit more competitive. So we're just going to go through all the bits that we've got here, try some different combinations and see what sticks. Alright, so this is Glide Ragnarok straight out of the box. Do you know what, I should have taken this off. Okay, there we go, that's more. Okay, so this is Glide Ragnarok, so let's just take a first look at the chip. Let's get some focus. Doesn't want to focus, we'll just keep it out here then. So this is the glide chip. I was going to potentially leave the chips, but I just looked up and I think they actually have different weights. So I'm going to weigh a few, and we're probably going to pick the heaviest one because we need to really nail it down to the ground in the center of the stadium. This is of course the glide ring. So gimmicks here is that this bit moves. I don't know if you can see. There we go. That moves. I'm not sure how much difference that really makes to the bay. Maybe a bit of centrifugal force outward, but I think most of the weight is on this middle bit here. So a bit of a gimmick really. It is a right only spin. So it's going to be spinning to the right. So we're going to be sticking to right wing chips and right wing equipment as well. Here's the chassis. It comes with 1S, so kind of pretty standard basic 1S chassis here. Width, the metal's quite wide, which is good again for centrifugal force creation. Keeping with the heaviness, it does have wheel, and wheel is probably one of the heaviest forged discs that you can get. I think it's the heaviest one I've got. I have to check that. So that's also good. Now this is the base. I don't know what the base is called. It doesn't really matter. The base is kind of a not so good version of Eternal, in my opinion. Eternal is the one that comes with Archer Hercules. Yeah, so that's all the pieces. Now the first thing we're going to do is give it a little spin, see how it looks, and then we're going to challenge it against a few of the bays and then start to mix things up a little bit. Alright, so Glide Ragnarok, let's give it a little spin first to see how it looks. Sparking launcher. Cool, so while it's spinning on its own, it seems to be pretty effective. Very quickly as well, I am going to switch back to a ripcord launcher. As you can see, one launch, not even at full power, and it's broken. So I'm going to have to fix that again. Basically becoming a habit. Ah, Jesus. So we're going to throw that one off. We're going to get a ripcord launcher. The ripcord launchers, I think, give pretty much the same amount of power if you pull hard enough, but it's a bit more unstable. So this is a stamina bay. We're going to stick with the idea that this is going to be a stamina bay as well. I don't think the ring is going to be effective necessarily for defense or attack. Balance, well, it's just going to be a balance between stamina and something else. So I suppose you could say it's probably going to be more balanced than anything else. Yeah, it seems to be spinning for quite a long time. The base is good, effective for that. Let's test it against a few of the bays and see where the weaknesses lie. Alright, we're going to start smashing it with our Hollow Death Scyther. Now, Hollow Death Scyther is not necessarily very powerful. This is it as it is standard from the prize box of the random booster, but it is a type disadvantage, so we should see some absolute smashing up. So let's get Glide in there, and in there. Alright, and we can see there. Yep, well done. That it was a burst. I think probably the biggest issue with Glide Ragnarok is that it's so prone to bursting. So this is not the first time I've seen it burst quite a lot. So we're going to try now, let's get him out of the way. We're going to look at what we can do with these pieces to decrease the burst. That's going to be the first step. Ooh, and it looks like the first step is getting rid of that performance tip. Alright, so what's the easiest way of stopping a blade from bursting? And that is to change the base to a dash driver. So this is our original Glide Ragnarok driver. That's going to go back in the pot. Goodbye forever. It's garbage. And these are all of the dash drivers that I have, I believe. Just a quick check here. Nope. Yeah, okay. So this is all the ones. I think this is all the ones I have. Right, so I think the first thing we need to do is understand that we are not going to be able to test all of them. There's no point because some of these are not appropriate. So this one, these are all attack. That is an attack one as well. Okay, so these here are all attack drivers, the ones on the top row. So these are all gone. So let's just take these out. Alright, these are the ones we've got. Oh, that is nuts. A jaggy one as well. That's going to go. That's gone. It's even better. We've got 4 left. Alright, so what we've got left here, this is the Unite driver from World Spriggan. This is one of the high drivers from the random booster. This is the driver from GT Spriggan with the rubber point and change. Now this one here has the triple base defense, something else, and then a flat for attack. So I think this is probably the most likely base for Ragnarok. So these are all going to improve Ragnarok. I'm aware the other piece that's going to affect bursting is this. This is where the teeth are. The teeth on 3S, oh sorry, on 1S, excuse me, it seems okay. So we're going to start with that as a point of order. Now, let's try, I'll tell you what, before we do anything else, I'm going to swap the chip. We're going to find the heaviest chip, and we're going to use that. Alright, so we've got, I believe, all of my right spin chips. Yep, so missing the Longinus one, Helios and Fafnir, that's fine. So now I'm just going to, quite simply, I'm going to sit down a bit, protect my knees. Just going to go through them all, see which one weighs most. So that's 2.9, 2.9 to beat, 2.8, that's no, 3.06, 3.06 to beat, 2.63, no, 3.2, is that beating that? Yeah, so 3.2, so Hyperion is currently, 4, okay, Spriggan. Yeah, Spriggan's got a lot of mechanical pieces in it, which is going to make it come across a lot heavier. 3.13, Death Scyther, 3.13 also, Dragon, 2.99, Valkyrie, 2.64, Death Scyther again, 3.14. I don't actually know what that is. 3. Looks like Ragnarok. That's Ragnarok actually. Okay, final one, Lucifer. Whoa, is that 5.52? Alright, well we're going with the Lucifer chip, of course. So the Lucifer chip is the heaviest. So let's get our glide ring. There it is. To be honest, it seems like it's going to be Lucifer pretty much for any bay combination, unless you want to go lighter, but I don't know why you would do that. So any right wing, right spin bays is probably going to be that. So that's a good start. We've got a heavier chip. How much heavier is it than Ragnarok actually? It was like in the 5s, wasn't it? That's 3. So yeah, you're actually adding quite a lot. If it was 5 grams, that's an added 66% of weight. So that's going to make a bit, I mean, not a massive difference to the overall, but it's going to make some difference. So that's a good start. Alright, so we've got our Glide Lucifer 1S wheel, and we're going to be testing these four. We're going to be looking for minimal kind of movement. Yeah, and we're going to see which one's going to keep the endurance the best and kind of stay in the battle. So let's get into some matches. Alright, so we've got Glide Lucifer, we've got Wheel, so we've got 1S, and we've got 4 different bases to try out. So let's just dive straight in. I'm going to use the one which I think is probably least likely, which is Unite. Oh yeah, so it is a lot tighter already. Weight feels good. Let's see what Unite Dash looks like for this Glide Lucifer. Okay. So we could probably just, yeah, like I thought, it's if we get to that rubber, it's a bit too aggressive. So let's, Jesus, wow. Okay, let's take that one off. Let's try this other rubber one, which is from the GT Spriggan. I'm going to lift it up just ever so slightly. That's it all the way up. Let's turn it down a little bit so it's just got a little bit more height. Okay, let's give this one a go. That one feels much better. Now we do know that there's a little bit of movement. We do know that it is prone to hitting the sides and getting aggressive. But as it is right now, let's try and get it aggressive. Doesn't seem to want to be hit off balance, so that's good. Nice. And I can grab it without the clicking. So before with original Glide Ragnarok, if you grab it as it's spinning, it will just burst. So this one is definitely a win at the moment. Let's try this high driver. Okay. Ooh, a bit more movement there. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's obviously not too aggressive. It's not as aggressive as Unite. It does look to be making its way close to the center. Movement might be nice to counter potential attacking. Doesn't seem to want to settle though. Well, it's pretty decent. Good bit of power off that one. So that one's also going to be in the running here. And finally, let's try this flat one, this kind of black one here. Okay. Whoa, okay. Yeah, so way too aggressive. So we've cut ourselves back down. Let's get rid of that one. We've got 2 to work with now, so we're going to work with 2. Let's get some matches in there, see how they go. So we're probably going to go in again, not holodeck site, no, we'll go in. Okay, we're just going with this Tempest Dragon. So let's get him in the ring. Oh no. Alright, let's try now. Okay, so even though it drops the bay, Tempest Dragon's still struggling an awful lot. So this is a good sign to start us off with. Yeah, Tempest Dragon's probably not too much point. Let's use something a bit more powerful. Let's get World Spriggan in there. No movement, so just full bash. Oh, it was actually quite close to bursting though. Okay, let's get this set. Here we go. Glide Ragnarok. World Spriggan. See that base is starting to react. Somehow it's become an endurance match. I think Glide could probably win this. Yeah, it looks like Spriggan's running out. Just about took the win there. Okay, I'm going to give Glide. I'm going to give Spriggan. World Spriggan a bit more of a sliding shoot. Okay, started off a bit more attacky, but it's gone back to the same old, same old. Alright. This could be a bit closer, but I think, yeah, the hits are too much towards the end, so far it's been nice and effective. Didn't lose any clicks there. I'm going to change the matchup now to, I'm going to give Valkyrie a go. Now I haven't worn a base in a bit. Actually no, I'm not. I'm going to give it the big guns. Zwei Longinus with Destroy. If anything's going to shift this now, it's going to be a heavy attack, which is what Zwei is. Sorry, not Zwei, excuse me, Rage. Oh yeah. Alright, type disadvantage, and it looks like... Oh, it looks close actually. Just about took it. Nice. This obviously has a bit more extra life with that free spin bottom. Oh! So I've just noticed the free spin bottom is not connected to this, so it's not actually that free spin. So far it's looking quite good. Let's give it another go. That was quite simple, just straight ring out. Looks like the teeth were starting to go as well on the glide. Let's have another go. Let's try and get Rage in a bit sooner. Okay. Ah, he's out again. Nice. Okay, so as expected, Rage Longinus still with the type advantage, still very powerful, very heavy, able to knock it out of the ring. So it's going to be back to the drawing board. Now we've already changed the top and the bottom, so all that's really left is to deal with the middle. Okay, he says that. I haven't actually tested the other bottom, so... Oh! We're going to try the slightly higher bottom. So we're going to try this slightly high, this bottom here. I'm going to try this against Longinus, keeping that one nearby. Then we move on to the chassis and forged disc. Okay, looks a bit more effective. Oh, now, yeah. So it looks like the height is really allowing Zwei to get underneath a lot easier. We'll try it again. I'm going to give Glide a bit more of a bit stronger of a rip. Okay, let's try that again. Give it a full rip. Oh! Alright, so I think this base may be best. And getting it a bit lower, but not too low that the edges are going to start hitting the ridges. This keeps it kind of stable, not too mobile.
Yeah, the problem with this is it's so high. For something like, especially like this one, this low attack to get this upper attack going in, big problem. So we're gonna call it this one, which is, oh man, I literally did a video about that base not lot longer. It's not Unite, is it? It's yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's deal with the middle. Alright, so we've got quite a lot of pieces here, not really all in shot. We've got some just discs. We've got a few different, I left out 1A chassis because it's not even. These are some other bits. Some of these will work with the little connectors, so if that proves to be effective, we might do that. So what we're going to do is try weighing all the bits and bobs, seeing which is most effective. Obviously we want some weight to keep it in the ring, and yeah, we're just going to go from there. So let's, probably should have laid this down. So let's clear some space. Alright, there we go. So let's start by setting a benchmark here. So that was wheel is 30.53 with 1S, which is now on the floor. Yeah, wheel 1S does actually fit on top. There we go. Let's have a look here. 47.31. So we've got 47.31. How much is 1S on its own? 16.74, and then how much is 1 defense? I think it's lighter, it feels lighter. 11.24, let me just check that again, I didn't even check. 16, yeah, okay, so 1D is not happening today. That can go off to one side. Anything that we have is going to combo with wheel. So what does wheel weigh on its own? 30.57. So let's start by going through the forged discs and seeing which one is heaviest. Oh man, I've forgotten it again. 30.53. Okay, 30.53 to beat. C28. 20. Let's put them on the floor. 16. 23. 21, 20, 16, 19, ooh, nope, 26, 23, Omega, 2. Well, that one feels quite heavy. 23. Around 27, not bad, but still no. 21. 28. Oh, that feels light. Yeah, 26. 00. 25. Okay, so if we're going with any of the just forged discs on our own, we're probably going to stick with wheel. So let's just remind ourselves, wheel with 1S, 47.27. 47.27. Okay, let's try out 45. Not quite, but this one does have rubber, so I might actually leave that one there to trial. 45, that's 1 attack, no dice. 2 attack, 44. Ooh, 37.67. 47.2. Okay, this one is actually heavier. Finally, 1B. 43. Okay, so this is interesting because I was thinking of trying this anyway. This these pieces. So it looks like what we're going to be looking at is this one and this one for weight. Although this one does have that rubber and it is part of an endurance bay. So we're going to try that one as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Let's have balance in there as well, just to be sure. So let's take attack out. We're going to be trying these combinations. Well, we've already had this combination, so we're going to try these 3 now and see which one is most effective. Okay, so we've got Glide Lucifer with this bottom. We've got our 4 weight pieces to try. Yeah, let's dive in. So we've already, of course, tried this one. Let's right, let's get this going on. We can't use Spriggan. All right, we've got these 2 to try against 2 attacks. Yeah, we'll start with that. We'll start by trying this 2B. And if I'm not mistaken, with some of these tops, you can't get the free spin, and it's just part of the bit that's, I think, here on the ring. So this one will not free spin, unfortunately. It's unfortunate. Oh, it does feel a bit looser now, actually. So that's another thing to consider, is the teeth. Definitely looser than the wheel combo. Definitely looser. So we'll hope for the best. We'll try, give it a go. Okay, let's test it first against our Rage. Longinus. I do apologise, Rage Longinus is not going to do too much if it's just spinning around. It's kind of worn itself out. Ooh! I couldn't quite take it out there. But it does win. We'll give it another go. I did not expect it to win that, considering that I launched it incorrectly. Oh, that's the left spin one. Okay, let's try again. Wow, Zway's out. Sorry, Rage is out. That's amazing. Okay, let's try again. Doesn't look like it's clicked at all. I'm going to give it a little bit more height because I'm worried about it reacting. Oh no, that thing will be up, won't it? We'll keep it low, actually. I'm just worried about it getting too mobile. There we go. Okay, 1 turn from the bottom. Okay, last one against Longinus. Let's go. Oh wow, it took it out. So it's still not got the weight behind it for something like Longinus, but hey ho. Cool, let's try it against this other attacking bay. This is just Super Hyperion. Standard Super Hyperion. One and 2. Alright, let's do this. Really aggressive top for our Hyperion there. Looks like it's wearing itself out very quickly though. Yeah, it's not that good, to be honest. Oh well. Yeah, with the extra weight, it really doesn't have any kind of energy to take this bay out. Whoa, that was a bad rip. Come on. As soon as I say that, it takes it out. Okay, let's go for it again. Okay, here we go. Oh, it took itself out. Okay. Alright, well, so far it looks like the 2B has been pretty effective. I'm now going to try 1B. Oh, I managed to burst it. I'm hoping that 1B is going to be less burstable. Nope, it's more burstable. Okay. And we're going to go back to Longinus. Alright, here we go. Wow, straight out. Super easy. Oh, nearly burst as well. Wow. I don't want to call it yet, but it seems like this 2B is not that good. Okay. Let's try it again. Oh. Oh, wow. Alright, so I did lower the base right to the bottom. No clicks. Okay, one more for Longinus, I think. Ah, it took himself out. Well, that's unfortunate. Fair enough. Okay, let's put Longinus to one side. Let's try Hyperion against it. I might change the base for Hyperion actually, just make it a little bit more effective. Okay, let's get wide in. Wow, big hit. Okay, what I'm actually going to do is change this base, because I think there's a better base for it. Yeah, Jaggy Dash. Okay, this is going to be much better, I think. This did nearly burst again. Nice. Nice, so Super Imperial now is very smashy. It seems like 2B is not effective, so we can finally bin that one off. That goes back in the pile. Let's try 2 Stamina. So 2 Stamina, it's going to be a bit of a strange one. It's a lot lighter, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, the teeth on this is not very good. So let's just see what this is like. Okay, let's change that over. And we're coming up against Longinus again. Okay, let's get him in. Oh wow, okay. Took him out. You see what I mean by stamina? By how burstable? Okay. Let's try it again. Okay. Oh wow, it's holding its own very well there. We'll give Longinus another one. Let's see as well how close to bursting. None at all. I can't even adjust this. Just adjust it up very slightly. I think what's going on is the rubber's now wearing away. I think this base is not effective. We might have to change the base. Ooh. Oh, I have an idea for a bit. Oh, it's not dash though. Okay, let's go again. Alright, so we're gonna have to go back because this base is now worn down and is not effective as a stamina base. So we're gonna get rid of that one. Gonna go back to the base drawing board where my base is. Here we go. Now I'm actually thinking, okay, this is a stamina base, and this is a stamina base, and so is this one here. Oh, this is eternal. Alright, so we've got 4. Oh, this is a stamina base as well. It's quite heavy as well. Alright, so we might have to go off of the dash and just hope to not be burst. Where is it gone? There it is. Okay, let's try it with this one, this heavy green. Wow, he looks fat. Okay. Let's try this out. Oh wow, it survived. Didn't think it would survive that. Thought it was going to get completely boomed. Let's try it again. Oh, taking some hits. Bit of grinding. It's going to come down to the wire. Ooh. I'm not sure what we'll call that. Let's try it against Super Smash. It's a bit more aggressive than I thought it was going to be around the stadium. Oh man, this is super bursty. Let's see how it goes. Ah. I love that. I love that pattern. That pattern's similar to what low does. Okay, let's try again. Alright, it seems to have taken out Hyperion once again. Maybe the bursting doesn't matter as much as I thought, as long as you keep active and keep moving. Go. Right, let's try again for this. Glide Lucifer. Alright, that's straight out. I'm going to try this one here, which is just super standard. Oh god. super standard here. Quite an interesting bay here. Alright, so I'm thinking now that we're probably actually going to go back to the wheel. I think the wheel, we'll see if the wheel is more effective. Oh wow. I have to try one more with that because it was a lot closer than I thought it was going to go. Okay. Whoa. Yo. That was crazy. Actually, this is quite effective. I'm surprised it hasn't bursted. We could try it against... Let's try it against Valkyrie. I'm surprised Valkyrie... I'll be surprised if Valkyrie doesn't burst it. It's a good attack bay. This thing has, honestly, has no defense against burst. Like, why? Okay, let's do this. Okay, my Valkyrie's over there somewhere. Excuse me. That was mad. This actually seems like pretty solid endurance type now. Which is odd, because it should just burst instantly. Okay, let's try it again. Ah, wow, it took it out. I think the weight of it just kind of took it out in the end. Let's try that one more time. Oh. Oh no, it just jumped in on it. Alright, let's try that again. God damn it. Oh wow, it took it out. Alright, let's try giving... Now let's just focus on this. So it's actually overall been pretty effective. I'm surprised it hasn't burst. Let's try Spriggan. Right, Spriggan. Come on. Oh, Spriggan. Oh, whoa, Spriggan just comes out of nowhere and takes it out. Okay, I want to try it with low. So low has got that metal free spin bottom. And it's got... Ah, I took him out. Nice one. Okay, I did try it previously with a Eternal, if you're not sure, in one of my other videos, and yeah, it wasn't effective. But look at this. I wonder if it's going to be as effective if I go back to wheel. Okay, so we've gone back to 1S and wheel, a bit more crunch in the teeth, which is good. Ooh, that bass is like, what's it doing? I don't know. I think that this is better. Crazy weird. Okay, we're going to stick with that. We're going to try this other bass here, this one with the free spin bottom. Choose Spriggan for that. Okay, never tried this bass. See how it's going to go. Whoa. Okay, we're going to try this bass again, see how it's going to go. And it burst. That's a burst. You can definitely sack that one off. This seems weird. It seems like this one might be the best. This purple one here. And my aim here is to just burst this to prove that it's not that effective. But wow, look at it, it's just sat there in the middle. Whoa, that was a big hit. Not big enough though. And you know what, it didn't even barely move. It's so weird. Well, I think from all the pieces, this seems to be the best combo for Glide. Alright, so just to recap, we've been looking at what is the best combination for the Glide ring, and from the pieces that I've got, this is what we've come up with. I don't know the names of all these pieces. Namely, I don't know the name of the performance tip, the driver. So the name will be on screen now, as long as I've not been super lazy. I've actually just looked it up. We've got Lucifer on the chip, of course our Glide. This is 2S from Mirage Fafnir, and then this is actually from a random booster, but I believe this is from a previous Fafnir. So yeah, it definitely is an endurance piece. So we've, in my opinion, maxed out Glide, well, with what I've got anyway. So I'm not going to claim that Glide is particularly competitive top, but this is the best that we can do with what we got. Yeah, and that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like the content and like the idea. This is something I really want to do, is actually just do more like working on competitive combinations and make something work. So if you've liked it, please do give it a like and subscribe for more. And if you want any other pieces that you want to try and optimize, you want to ask me to try and optimize, then let me know. Thank you very much, everyone. See you again soon. Cheers.